Anything for my little angel. Now there's that brother of yours. He'll be cruising for a bruising if he doesn't get the let out.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mother. I was finishing up some of my homework. Dinner smells extra delicious tonight.
Well, aren't you just the flutterbug? I bet you drive all the girls crazy.
Oh, Mom, quit eyeballing me. You're making me blush.
Oh, drop the bit. You were doodling all the comments again, weren't you?
Cool it, Becky. Are you writing a book?
Hey, cut the gas, you two. No bickering at the dinner table. You know the rules. Besides, we wouldn't want to ruin this wonderful tuna casserole that your mother worked so hard on while you two were off at school.
Hi, honey. Hi, kids.
Patty!
What? Well, doesn't this look like quite the bash?
Oh, it was nothing. Just made a little tuna casserole.
Tuna casserole. Do I have a boss wife or what?
Or what?
Oh, look at you two comedians. Think you're quite the big tickle, don't you?
You will not believe what happened today. Adam Taylor and I are finally going steady. He wrote me this ballad and read it in front of the entire school. It was so romantic. Let me guess. And then you played a little backseat bingo in his Ford? Get bent, Becky. Adam doesn't drive yet. Don't be such a little monster.
Well, congratulations. You better have a seat before I go eat.
Don't have a cow, Mom. I'm here.
I'm very proud of you, Jessica. Your first boyfriend. We're looking forward to meeting the chap, aren't we, Mark?
Yes, we are. And if these two ankle biters aren't on their best behavior, they're going to get a good old-fashioned knuckle sandwich.
Oh, look! The mailwoman.
Why, hello, Almond family. Isn't it a wonderful day to receive mail?
Gee, it sure is.
Well, howdy, neighbors!
We baked you an apple strudel for dessert. Ready?
Ready.
Oh, and honey, tell them about the tree.
Oh, right! I meant to ask you, politely of course, one of your evergreen trees has started to splinter and break apart in our yard. I just wanted to take the opportunity to clearly communicate my concern to you in person so we can have a mature and level-headed conversation.
Well, I will certainly get out there right after dinner and take care of it. Thank you very much for your candor, sir.
I'd like to say something to all of you.
Wait, Mother. Before you start speaking, let me turn the television off. I want to be able to hear you clearly and hang on to every word you say.
Perfect. Normal. 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 Perfect. Normal.
Perfectly normal and functional family. A perfectly normal and functional family is what we are. Care for each other and each other's heart. Family. Spending time together is what makes us happy. I love this time. This happy time. It's that kind of feeling.
Hey, Mom, how you doing, Mom? I love you. No, I love you more.
Save some love for me, kids, 'cause you know that I also love your mother. Well, save some love for me, kids, because I love you all.
A perfectly normal and functional family is what we are. Is what we are. Is what we are.
Good evening, is this Mrs. Altman?
It is.
This is Maggie from Corporate Cable, just calling to see if your cable box needs updated.
My what updated?
Your cable box, do you need it updated? I see here that you are due for an update.
I think you have the wrong number. That was bizarre. Anyway, where was I? Oh, Jess, you wanted to say something. What was it? Jess? What's the matter? Are you okay? Danny? What are you doing? Stop it. This isn't right.
Look, Dad, the horse racing around again.
Oh boy, come on, Skype. Go Skype. Mwah.
Stop. This isn't what I want.
Oh no, Dad's Skype's falling behind. But look at Finsta coming in close second.
Oh,
Snap is also coming up.
Oh, come on, Skype. Hang in there. Come on.
No. No more. I can't do this. I have to stop it. Firewall. 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 Firewall.
Sydney, you used the safe word. That was only for emergencies.
This was an emergency.
All right, so I'm assuming that version didn't work for you.
Please, no. I can't do that again.
All right, no problem. We can pick this up again tomorrow, okay? We'll return back to yesterday's treatment, and if that's agreeable,
Yes, I think that's best.
okay. And am I granted access again?
Access granted.
Okay. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Stay focused. Count backwards from 8.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Hello? Is anyone home? I've come to take the generator back. It's been a little over 24 hours, and my uncle and I think it's a little too risky to keep feeding you power illegally. I trust you paid your electric bill by now? Huh. It's like talking to Uncle Charlie while he's polishing his antique spoons. Alright, well, your door was unlocked, so I am simply making you aware, just in case a stranger decides to come in here and steal your stuff.
Oh. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I need to borrow something from Danny.
Yeah, I don't live here.
I guess it doesn't matter then. I'm here to steal something from Danny.
Hold on, wait, who are you? And why am I suddenly in charge of this house?
Danny and I know each other from school, and my sister Tara's the same age as Jess. And my mom grew up in the same district as Mr. Olsen.
Thank you, but I don't need your family tree. I've got a difficult enough time hanging a swing tire from my own.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway, looks like we both got our hands tied with illegal tasks, so we better get to them, huh?
Sarah, I told you to be quick, get out of here before I punch you in the... Oh, hi! I don't believe in fetch. I'm Tara. That's my little sister. I was able
Oh,
to
yes,
Jess
yes,
her
I'm
hair.
aware you have a very large tree. I'm
Tree.
Chloe. I'm just fixing the Altman's electricity problems.
Cool, so you're like 15?
No, I'm 17, and I'm studying to become a master electrician. I'm gonna open up my own company soon.
Cool! Well, I'm like 15, so...
Cool. Well, I'm gonna get back to work, alright? You might want to help your sister rob the Altmans.
Okay, what?
Tara, I saw you walking in here. I have to tell you, I'm finally ready to admit my feelings. Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Chloe.
Wow, nice gloves. Where'd you get them? The glove store?
As a matter of fact, I did!
Adam, what was it you were gonna tell me?
Ah!
surreptitiously.
Oh, you are so embarrassing. Oh, God, what are you doing?
Groove is all about rhythm. Stop distracting me.
A groove?
I'll pop you with this play. I'm almost up to a melee round.
There you are, Adam. We were right in the middle of our conversation when you ran away from me. You know, one of these days, mister, I am not going to chase after you. I'm kidding.
Don't you kids all go to school?
It's Sunday, and not all of us are like professional welders.
An electrician.
I get it, you're a magician. Stop saying it.
No.
Danny?
Ava?
Am I interrupting a meeting?
Wait, where am I?
Ava, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just lived down the street. My mom must be cooking all the time.
I get that, but what are you doing?
Here, I saw that Danny's Groove High score was erased. I came to see why, and now I know.
Ava, please don't say anything. I need this. If I can claim that top score, those popular people will finally start acknowledging that I exist.
Sarah, I can't believe you! Haven't already shown me how to see high scores? Come on, show me.
Okay, now that Sesame Street is over, can you finally finish what you were saying a couple minutes ago? Because you texted me one thing, and you texted Tara the same thing. So how do I know you're not texting Jess and all the other girls the same thing?
Stop. Hold on for a minute. What did he text you? What did you text her?
Hello? Mommy? Dinner time?
Oh,
I'll be right
no,
there.
Mommy, me, your phone didn't ring. I would have heard it, you would have felt it, we would have seen it, you would have regretted it by now. Wow, this is so cool.
I know, right? Now I can finally cheat and lie our way to the top. Feels great.
So, what did you say to yourself, Adam? Did he say this to you too?
Oh my God, yes.
Are you legitimately happy treating people this way? Is this lifestyle actually enough for you? Because you know when you hide behind your phone and you juggle as many girls as you can? Because you can! God, you can't possibly convince me that you're actually fulfilled.
Everybody just be quiet, okay? Can we take a moment to stop and look around? Have any of you realized there are 6 of us in this house? 6 of us. And none of us belong to it. You're also wrapped up in your phones, video games, and drama. Have any of you stopped to realize that none of the Altmans are actually here? Is it really so rewarding to be so easily accessible all the time? Even when you're in the same room as other human beings, you feel this incessant need to talk to each other with your devices out in front of you. Just put them down. Enough already. Now, has anyone seen any of the Altmans in the past 24 hours?
You saw Becky yesterday.
Everybody look at this! A coherent and helpful statement without the use of technological assistance. Thank you, Emily.
Actually, I checked my phone.
Just put it away.
That I
You're
was
doing-
here.
You're doing so well. Alright, hang on. Something's wrong. Did somebody trip over this?
None of us have gone near it.
Really? Well, it looks like somebody used it as a punching
My
bag.
mom
unless
smashed her with a rolling pin.
Becky! Where have you been? We were
I'm
calling
fine, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm the man in the house now. Got this all under control.
Becky, where are your parents?
Probably at the movies.
For
okay.
24 hours.
You know, movies are getting longer these days. Yeah.
When did they disappear?
Right after my mom sold the generator. Why?
This may be a lot more serious than I thought. Come on, we have to go talk to my uncle, and you're coming with us. You should not be staying here alone. And until we get some answers, no more phones or video games. I need your minds sharp. Got it? Especially you, mister.
It's way too easy to juggle 12 girls on a smartphone.
Yeah, you do. Wait. Where's my say in this decision?
You don't get one! And I think you should go stand in between teenage misery over there. They really should not be talking to each other right now. All right, everybody, let's go.
My parents, trust me, you do not want to
though. I want to know everything from your favorite color to your process for picking out pajamas.
Everything, huh?
Why? Does that scare you? I don't want to scare you off.
Sydney, nothing you say could scare me off. Nothing you say, nothing you could do would ever scare me away.
That's a bold statement there, Mr. Alton.
Well,
This is only our 7th date. There's a lot you don't know about me. I could have a secret obsession with mannequins.
do you?
No.
Oh,
I hate mannequins. Woo! They're so arrogant and smug, and every time I want to try something on, they look at me with this. What?
I'm just so happy that I got lost in the woods.
Do you really feel that way?
I do. In fact, I would like to buy you a dolphin one day.
Is that something I want?
All of my life, I've been waiting for someone who was dolphin worthy.
Still in the dark here.
Okay. I have never been with anybody that makes me feel so complete, so perfectly content. And then I meet you. And when I'm with you, that's exactly how I feel like my pieces are intact, like we wouldn't need anything else. Once we have a life together, we would have everything we could ever possibly want. So the only thing left to do is to get you something extravagant, something that no one has ever gotten anybody in the history of the world. A dolphin. When I'm buying you a dolphin, it means that we have everything we could ever want. And nothing will beat that feeling.
So, what will it take to reach that point? What do you want?
Well, I want a marriage, and I want a big house with those big circular bay windows, you know? Or maybe, some bizarre neighbors that we can laugh about, looking at as they argue in the street. Or an overly intrusive male woman who sees the world through a lens of aggressive optimism. I want to get letters in our mailbox with our names on the address label. I want a photo album of everything we've ever done together with our wedding picture on the front cover. Oh, and I want children, not perfect angels, mind you, but children that will embrace the virtues of their mother and suppress the better traits of their father. I want a family that can endlessly piss each other off, but yet at the end of the day, know that they've got each other's backs. When we have that, I get that. Then I'll be comfortable buying you a dolphin.
Wow. That's a lot. Children, huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's just how I feel, and yeah. What's wrong with children?
Don't ever change, Mark. Promise me you'll be this open and honest forever.
I promise. Anything else would be a failure. Where is this all coming from? What's wrong with children?
Are you legitimately happy treating people this way? Is this lifestyle actually enough for you? Because when you hide behind your phone and you juggle as many girls as you can, because you can. God, you can't possibly convince me that you're actually fulfilled.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry?
I have
what's
to go.
wrong? Sydney, wait, what's wrong? Where are you going? Sydney. Where did I go wrong now? Singing that same song now. Managed to lead you, cause you, scare you, force you to run away. How could I take that leap? Blindly I swam too deep, assuming I was just fine, just safe, just right, emptying my life. Oh, so am I enough for you? You know I'll be good to you. I'll give you all the love I have and give you all my heart I can do. But am I enough for you?
what I can do. But am I enough for you? For you.
Am I enough for you? Enough for am I enough for am I enough for am I enough for Lord, high enough to set me free? Am I enough for
Have I done
Mom? Jess? Robot Dad? Is anybody here? Let me guess. This is my test. Just pass hers so I can pass mine. Bring it on. Actually, I hope I don't have to fight anybody today. I forgot to stretch and didn't bring my first aid kit.
Get ready to cruise. Choose your avatar. Players, get ready. Solo round. Level 1. Player 1 starts in 3, 2, 1. Great start. Amazing start. You're on fire. Jump shot. Amazing. 5 times over 1. Player 1, you nailed it.
You're getting 1,500 in a solo round.
because I'm awesome.
Maybe, but do you really think that's enough to sit at the upper kids' lunch table?
It's all about that high school and my usual next time. Come on, losers, let's get that duel round started.
2, 1. Incredible. Player 3, you're up. Fantastic. Triple combo.
admit it. I'm better than you. Clearly you're not gifted with that groove.
Are you kidding? You never even had the high score before.
Well, looks like she's got it right now.
Whose side are you on?
You know what? Fine. One more time. Let's go. But don't go crying when I'm sending everything to at school.
And we're here with Sarah Olson. Sarah, how do you feel to be the most popular kid in town?
Thanks for asking, Ava. To be honest, it feels wonderful. Like I was born to play this role. Everyone admires me and everyone clings to every word I say. Just goes to show all it takes a little gaining success and you could rule the school.
And will you remember all the little people now that you've ascended into preteen glory?
I will only remember the popular people.
And there you have it, folks. A word from Sarah Olson. Sarah, do you mind? Can I have your autograph?
I won't. Oh, please, Ava, I've already wasted too much breath on this conversation. So what do you say, Danny boy? One more round?
You know what? Congratulations, Sarah.
What?
No, I'm genuinely happy for you. You wanted this high score for months, ever since this exhausting game came out. The high score is yours. You've earned it.
You mean it?
Well, yeah. I don't know if this is the alternate universe speaking or what, but I see it more clearly than I ever had before. This matters, and this doesn't.
What do you mean?
I mean, I like playing her. I like competing for high scores, and I like winning, but I like winning for myself. When I win an iPad, the tournaments where I fall in a social hierarchy at school, then I quit. I quit. I quit. I'll find a new game that I could play by myself. I shouldn't have to feel that I have to be a capable online competitor to feel even accepted at school. And if that's how I act, and I'm on top, then I never want to be on top. So, the high score is yours. Congratulations.
And congratulations to you.
How do you think Danny's doing in there?
I think he's a rock star. Nothing can break that kid's skin, so he'll be fine.
He's always been the resilient one.
And does that make me the overly sensitive one?
No, you have just as much strength as your brother. But sometimes it can just be a little misdirected.
Misdirected, what does that even mean?
Jess, when you care about something, you are loyal and unstoppable. But your problem is that lately you seem to care so much about so little. When was the last time you truly did something selfless?
I don't know. Every day? I care about my friends, my siblings, my parents. I care about...
Ooh, a close third.
I wasn't saying that in any particular order.
Are you sure about that? Sometimes it feels like we are just an afterthought to you.
I don't know what you want me to say. That's just not true.
I feel like I barely even know you, Jess. I haven't for years. And I'm not trying to be a dramatic or overly protective mother. I trust that you're making the right choices. And I don't need to know what you're doing all of the time. It's not about me. It's about desire. I want to know. One day I noticed the distance you got from me was a little further than arm's reach, and it saddens me how happy you sit there where I don't have a seat. I used to be part, now I'm not, and this is only the start. As you continue to grow, do you want me this far? I want you to know that I'm missing when you used to be able to just simply say hi to me. Now you just walk on by with your head down in your phone, and it's like nobody's standing here. I used to know so much about you, dear, the things that you
did it! I passed!
We knew you would, kid.
Is Dad still a binary zombie?
We don't know where your father is, but I'm sure he'll be okay. He has thick skin. It's where you and your sister get it from.
What do you think your test is, Mom?
Honestly, I kind of thought it was you. And I guess I was wrong. If I'm being perfectly candid, I don't really know why I have to be tested at all. No offense to you guys, but I'm not the one with the digital fixation.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's why Dad lost? It's why we're here?
Do you really think it's only your father's fault, Danny?
Well, I mean, if we didn't waste all our money on online gambling, the power would have gone out. And that mind-numbingly beautiful creature wouldn't have set up the generator that you ultimately smashed in response to our addiction. Oh yeah, see your point.
It's the technology. It's dangerous. I watch you all lose yourselves in it every single day, and it's terrifying. But I witnessed you all battle your demons here. So what are mine? Why am I even being tested?
Are you sure you're asking the right question?
Don't be cryptic. Just tell me what my test is so I can pass it and we can get home to my daughter.
Yeah, we want our dad back, so hand him over, lady.
Easy there, Tiger.
I don't know, Jess.
Hey, show me some of your group moves. Come on, dance it off.
Now, do you feel better, Daniel?
Kind of.
Look, I'm not the enemy, neither are they.
So who is?
Why are you here?
My husband lied about paying our electric bill, so we got this illegal generator.
That is not why you're here. Why are you here?
I don't know what you're talking about. I answered your question. This isn't a fair test.
Don't think about the test. Think about your answer.
I don't know what you want from me.
1, 0, 0, 0. It's all of us, Sid.
Mark? Is it really you? What are they saying? What does it mean?
That's what they're saying. It's binary code.
What are they saying?
They're saying it's all of us.
Mark, I don't know what that means.
If you need me to spell it out for you.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be thinking or saying. You all keep presenting me with these unsolvable riddles, and I don't know what you want from me.
What do you feel when you look at me?
I love you. You know that.
I do know that. But right now, when the empty shell of your husband is staring at you in a robotic trance, what do you feel? What do you want to say to him?
I want to say that I'm angry. He lost a lot of our money and lied to me about it. And he got us into serious trouble. But I also feel bad for you because you made a mistake. And it's not all your fault. The kids don't have the discipline to distance themselves from their devices. And all of their friends feed into the obsession. They lack the ability to communicate face to face because they spend their days buried behind a screen. My poor 9-year-old daughter doesn't know how to write a letter or use a mailbox, but she can text at 200 words per minute. And those electricians connected a bogus generator to our house. Our neighbors certainly don't know how to hold a normal conversation. The most assimilated and articulate person in our neighborhood is our mailwoman.
What about that, Sydney? What are you feeling?
I'm terrified.
Of what?
That there's nothing I can do to stop this.
And what else?
That I caused this.
That's what you should be thinking.
This is actually all my fault. I'm not innocent. Yes, I have reason to point fingers at everyone around me, but I'm just as guilty. I let it happen. I enable. I don't discourage. I encourage negative behavior. I'm guilty. Just like you, and you, and you. We're all guilty. We're all part of the problem. It's all of us.
Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, Altman family. Congratulations. Want to see what you've won? You won a trip back home. Congratulations.
Is your dad?
Of course your dad. He was a good part of the reason why you're going back home, and he has back to himself.
What's gonna happen to all of you?
Jessica, how selfless of you to ask.
That's typical Jess for you.
Jessica, when you go back, you will probably take some of us back with you, or a piece of us back. But for now, you better get back to that sister of yours.
We will. She probably already sold the house and turned the front yard into an animal Olympics.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Becky would do. Hey guys, before we leave, just wanted to apologize. You know, I not only failed my test, but I failed my family. I failed you, Sydney. You know, a long time ago, I made a promise that I would never change. And I broke that promise. But today I'm going to make a new vow. This failure is going to live with me, not to fill me with anger or regret, but to remind me of the most important thing in my life. That's you guys. I'm never going to let you down again. I promise.
We appreciate it, Dad, but it's not just you. It's all of us who have to make an effort.
It's all of us.
We're ready to go home now.
You sure are.
Come on, Mr. Cole. I've got a business appointment in 30 minutes.
Oh, really? What business?
You know, that is some highly classified information. I don't go around asking you about electricity. So what's the electricity bill ready?
You know, you're a very complex 9-year-old.
So I've been told.
I can't believe you survived here almost an entire weekend on your own. You're a strong kid, you know that?
Wow, 2 compliments in 10 seconds. You guys must really be enjoying me. Why, hello, neighborly friends. Isn't it a wonderful day? Gosh, don't you just love Sundays? It's such a wonderfully restful day. Hi, Jordan. Yes, Sundays are wonderful. We are all wonderfully miserable today. Thank you for asking. Why so come?
I'm not sure they even know anymore.
Well, when I'm down and out, I simply let everything go and restart. A fresh start. Well, love to greet the neighbors. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, what's she got for lunch?
Wait, I think we can take a hint from their mailwoman. Let's restart the generator. Don't ever underestimate the power of a simple reboot. Give it a chance to restart, like a second chance.
Look, Chloe, I don't think so. Look, it's time for you to leave the logistics to a professional. Had you not been the one who suggested we connected this generator in the first place, we didn't even have to be here right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help.
Chloe, look, no, okay? I only agreed to take you along for me on service calls because I thought it would be a positive learning experience. But really, it's not going to be a teenager then. You know, going to high school, preparing for college, chasing boys, burying your face in a screen.
That's really what you want.
Yes, the life of a normal teenager because that's what your parents would have wanted for you.
No, you know what? Looks like you've got this in control. I'll be in the truck.
That was cold, Mr. Cole.
Oh, so you think that's cold? What about all those times that you told me that you just wanted to ride the Ferris wheel with me, but then you magically wound up running with Emily instead, and then I had to ride with the stuffed sloth?
Why am I still here?
I don't know!
Still here because we're actually loyal to Jess and her family, and Becky is alone here missing her family, so maybe, just maybe, we could continue to put our little issue on hold.
Yeah, Tara.
Sit down, Adam!
Yes, ma'am.
Ow! Get over here! Hey! If you're gonna be staying under my roof, you're gonna have to live by my rules. So calm yourselves down and quit talking about garbage that nobody cares about. I swear I will turn this car right around.
What car?
Silence! Yikes! Chloe leaves for, what, 2 generator. Chloe was right. Let's give the generator a second chance. In fact, while we're at it, why don't we give each other a second chance? Look at you guys. Still fighting over what he said, she said? Still fighting over a text message conversation like your phone is permanently glued to the insides of your eyelids. This isn't just about rebooting a generator. Maybe Jordan had it right all along. Some generosity brought my family back. Because clearly whatever we've all been doing isn't working.
Becky's right. And for the sake of Jess and her family, let's just hit the refresh button, okay? Our lives can't revolve around this. Or else we won't have any more bears to play with. This matters. This doesn't. Please, reboot the generator, Mr. Cole.
Reboot the generator.
Fine. Mr. Cole, it's time to bring Jess and her family back home. Reboot the generator.
As you wish.
Becky, you're okay!
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, hello, Mr. Cole. Random children I don't know.
Mr. Roman, how you doing?
Had a weekend.
I can definitely see that. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I was just working on the generator. I gave you an extra 24 hours of power. Just I'll try to avoid hitting him with a rolling pin moving forward.
I'll do my best.
Listen, thanks, Mr. Cole. Really appreciate it.
No. I'm not the one you thank. It was all my niece Chloe. She's the master electrician. She's the one you should thank. Well, have a good day.
Thank you.
Glad you're okay, Danny.
Seriously, your score.
It has been 20 seconds!
Sorry, I couldn't hold it anymore.
Guys, I don't care. You can keep the high score. Really, I want you to have it. I think I'm gonna take a little break from the group anyway.
Really?
Well, yeah. I've been dancing in my sleep while eating cereal while on the toilet, but trust me. Plus, you know it's bad when you take a break from the game just to watch other videos of kids playing that same game. So, believe me, I'm ready. It's just, don't forget about me when you become the most popular kids in school.
I won't.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Glad you're okay.
What are all you guys doing here? What day is it?
It's Sunday. Jess, we've gone for almost the entire weekend.
Seems about right.
Yeah, we didn't feel comfortable leaving Becky here by herself since, we were able to pry the truth out of her that you guys were gone. Hey, we have a problem because, since I've been here, I kind of think that your sister might have a little bigger personality than me. I don't know how to deal with that because that's a little concerning to me because she's so much.
That also seems about right.
So where were you?
That's a long story. The four of us should get coffee next weekend and I'll tell you all about it. I really missed you guys.
We miss you too, Jess, as long as you're okay.
I think I finally am. There's something I need to tell you.
No. Me first.
No.
I have something.
Let me go first. Jess. For a couple months now, I've been developing feelings for a certain girl. I gotta get it off my chest. The girl I really and truly see myself with is...
You know, can it wait? My mom's really tired. I need to catch up with her.
Really?
Yeah, really?
Guys, she's right. Let's give him some time. I'll text you later, okay?
I probably won't see you tonight. I'll just see if I can see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you tomorrow, Jess.
Later, come see.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Home. I forgot what this place looked like. Here's our dining room table and our front yard.
We've only been gone 2 days, buddy.
Yeah, now we're home. We are never, ever, ever going on vacation again.
So, what did you do while we're gone?
I'm shocked the house isn't up in flames / covered in hot fudge.
A little of this, a little of that. I was alright.
Well, we really miss you, Bex. Mom, are you okay?
I am. I'm so grateful to be here. In my house, with my family. This is where I belong. I could simply sit here and watch you guys joke around with each other for hours and be the happiest woman on the planet. So, why does it feel like something's still out of place. Something's not normal.
Well, when is anything ever perfectly normal? I'm seeing now that I'm part of the problem. You don't have to worry about me anymore. We just have to get through that door, and then the rest of our lives won't be long until you return. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope we can move right along, have our first kiss, and live the life that we planned. You have nothing to worry about. You are being too hard on yourself.
I'm not being hard on myself. I'm being realistic on myself. Therapy is for crazy people.
No, but it's not. Therapy is perfectly normal. It's a shame that we have this stigma against trying to better ourselves. You have nothing to be ashamed of. This is the first step to recovery.
Isn't therapy for people with drug problems? Are they going to think I live in a drug den?
No one is going to think that. We sold our drug den, remember?
You have one erratic fiance, you know that? Why do you even keep me around?
Well, if I didn't keep you around, I would probably live by myself. Maybe collect snakes. Maybe I'd start like an underground gambling ring where I'd lose all of my money and then I'd have to sell all of my steaks for sandwiches. You see, we need each other.
What did you say?
I just said we need each other. You know, something about snakes and sandwiches. I don't really remember the rest of it.
No, before that.
It was nothing. Come on, let's go in. Let's go through the door.
All right, Chloe, dial that down to 0.
Dialing down.
Okay, Sydney. Sydney, you are just waking up. Chloe, can you help her up, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, Sydney. You know where you are?
On my couch.
No, you're not. You're on me.
Mark, patience, please. Okay, she's just coming out of this, all right? All right? Give her some time. It's perfectly normal, this confusion, and it will pass.
Isn't this my couch?
Well, it's actually my couch, but it has, in a sense, really become your couch.
Do you recognize the man sitting next to you?
Yes, of course. That's Mark.
Very good. Sydney, why are you here?
Wait, you look very familiar. Where do I know you from?
Oh, you've been in this office quite frequently. I've been administering your treatment over the past few months. My name's
Chloe.
Chloe.
You're Chloe. She gave us the generator. Do you remember, Mark?
What are you talking about, Doctor? What is she talking about?
Mark, I still need you to stay calm, okay? Okay? You knew this was going to happen and you cannot lose your cool because she needs you. And we've discussed that her most recent memories were going to blur.
You're right. I'm sorry. You did tell me. It's just I hate seeing her like this.
Like what? Can somebody please tell me what's going on here?
Chloe here has been administering your experimental treatment.
You look like you could be my daughter's age.
I get that quite frequently. I'm actually the youngest mental health professional to have ever worked in this practice.
But how are you so young?
Go ahead.
I lost my parents at a really young age. House fire caused by faulty wiring. As a way to cope, I buried myself in my uncle's electrical business. But then when I turned 18, Dr. Maggie hired me as an experimental research electrician to help people like yourself who struggle with family and identity.
How awful. I'm so sorry about your parents.
Sydney, do you know what year it is?
2019.
Okay. Now, this is going to come as a shock to you because you're just coming out of the depths of your treatment, and that does tend to happen towards the end of this process. It's actually 1995.
What do you mean? How is it only 1995?
Oh, I'm
Chloe.
sorry. I didn't realize it was teacher today. It's a wonderful day for milestone, isn't
Wonderful,
it?
yes, thank you.
That's what you would always say to Becky when you delivered to our house.
Oh, looks like somebody's got to pay for all the electricity we've been using. Can't go giving it away for free, right?
All right, Cindy, listen to me. The reason why you are here is why it's 1995. You and Mark came to me. We had a few meetings, and it was really just to talk. You were having some paranoia about what the future of technology would be. At that time, America Online was sweeping the nation, Microsoft Windows, Sony PlayStation becoming household phenomenon, okay? These were the basis of the discussions that we've had for months.
It all feels so foggy now.
Right, and your conversations were all about these inventions, and it was the only conversation that you wanted to have. Questioning endlessly, how does it affect our children? What is the future? It became an obsession that you could not control.
You know, it started to interfere in our lives, Sid. We were so happy and we were carefree. It was such a simple time. And then it wasn't. And then it became impossible. This techno revolution just created a series of never-ending, unanswerable questions for you. Pretty soon it became impossible to even have a normal conversation without you having a meltdown.
And you could never let yourself settle for anything less than perfect and normal.
Have I been living here?
For about 6 weeks.
So I'm here in therapy for paranoia about technology. What about Jess and Danny and Becky? Do they know about this?
Cindy, this treatment is radically progressive.
Dr. Maggie's actually the only clinical psychiatrist in the country with the technological availability to perform this kind of treatment.
And what we did was we simulated your fears, threw you right into the middle of that simulation, showing the dangers of technology. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is that my children will be attached to mini computers or phones, unable to keep up with face-to-face communication. And that my family would resent me and choose instant gratification over quality time with their wife or mother. And I fear that teenagers will succumb to the pressures of maintaining a digital reputation and only live their lives to contribute to that social validation.
Okay, well, we had to predict where technology was going from the perspective of all of the family members. You didn't find it strange that you were able to watch the children interact with their family, but with their friends, and you weren't there?
But where are they now? Where are my kids?
Sydney, they do not exist.
Not yet, at least. Mark brought you here because he didn't know that there was a way to convince you that there was a way to raise children in a world where technology was at their fingertips.
If that's indeed where our world was headed.
Anytime I ever mentioned having children, you would run out of the room or you'd flee the scene. So you wouldn't even entertain the conversation. But she woke up without using the safe word, and that's a good thing, right, Doctor?
That is a good thing. Waking up without using the safe word means you were ready to end the procedure for the day.
So, what brought you back? Why did you wake up?
I don't know. I can't think of it. I want to see Becky and Danny and Jess. I know her. I know everything about her, and I want to know more. They're real. I know they are. Aren't they?
We cannot predict the future. As neat as that would be, Sydney, you experience projections. That's not your destiny and it's not your fate. Your life will be based on the path that you choose. Sydney, if children are in your future, so be it. They may not be like those children, but they could be.
However, we can't move forward until until you come to terms with what you've learned in your treatment.
So what did you learn?
You mean, besides how miserable it can be as a teenager living in a digital world? And how, even though kids are speaking English, they manage to communicate in a totally unrecognizable vernacular. And how much of a failure I was at attempting to teach my non-existent children proper values as they grew endlessly distracted by everything other than my voice.
Yes, that's true. But what did you learn?
Try to think, Sydney. What did you learn?
I learned
Temptation will always try to weigh you down, but stand your ground.
And take the leap of faith even if you think that you could go down.
Don't let the unknown scare you. You'll never know if you could start.
Positive, the world is so sick, you just try to live and be the best person that you can be. Starts at a young age, let them play of course, but know how to stay. Put it down and tell me about your day. It is up to all of
When we look inside ourselves, we
us. It is up to all of us, all of us. Trust in you will teach us all very well, and you'll be able to tell that it's up to all of us.
Try to make a better way. You can stay or go. Follow your path down until you've reached your destination. You must be patient, but it will pay off.
falling away from the rest of my life, getting carried away with the thoughts in my mind.
It is up to all of
When we look inside ourselves, we
us. It
can't
is up to all of us. It is up to all
Not now, Mom. Time for the plates.
See you soon, Mom.
Don't worry, Mom. Your good deeds and choice woman will turn out just fine.
So, 3 kicks, huh? You know, I bet that one of them is gonna look just
Oh,
like
you know what?
what?
You might want to suppress that urge to place bets, Mark. Don't want to enable any dangerous habits.
Me?
Come on.
Thank you guys so much. As we've done for every matinee, we do a 10-minute talk back. Any questions you guys have, hopefully you're able to follow the story. If not, I'll go home and cry. Any questions you have for us as the creators of the story and the music, or the actors themselves, how it developed for them? So, any questions if anyone wants to kick it off?
I
Yeah.
have a question.
Sure.
I just want to say I congratulate you on such a big undertaking. The music is wonderful, the story is great, and I congratulate everyone who's involved.
Yeah, hi, Bella.
So I know that I kind of connected with it, but how did you all interpret it in your own ways to make you kind of appreciate it in your own way? Because I definitely saw that everybody had their own take on it, and they really delivered that well. Not that I can compare it too much, because it was a great show, but there obviously is an original. So how did you really take the original and make yourselves a part of it, rather than just being assigned a part?
Like, we get this kind of question a lot, but it's still English. Never mind. Pretend whatever I just said did not happen. So, because it's an original show, we can take our characters, and because, like you said, we don't have anything to compare it to, we can improvise however we feel our character would.
Well,
like for the Terras, almost every night there's something going on with the door, so they're like, oh, I'll just take the back door, or oh, you have to push this, not pull it, or the other way around. And you can improvise it. I already said that. You can kind of make it your own, and Drew said, when we first were learning the music, if we ever need anything to change, we can tell him, and then just do it.
What was cool about this for all of them is there is no YouTube version for them to go home and watch. And it really was a challenge for some of them to create their own characters, but in a sense it actually was a little bit more, exciting because they embraced that really well. Yes, Sam?
With this being an original, we have so much leeway and so much room for interpretation. And right from the beginning, I could relate to Jess. She's like always on her phone, doing her thing, kind of ignoring her siblings. Not gonna lie, I do that with my brother. But it was really fun to see how when we had the table read, how one person was speaking for Jess and how I played Jess. It was very different, and I think since it's an original, the amount of leeway that we had was really nice because I think I tried out a bunch of different ways to say Jess's lines in rehearsals, but I think I just came out with a really bratty person in the end. And yeah.
Okay, so Tara, the character, we all know that she's not the brightest crayon in the box, so I'm not meaning this in an offensive way, but there are so many people that I know who I feel like are this character, but to a lower extent. You know what I mean? I feel like she's an exaggerated version of 13-year-old girls, So I decided to take the people that I know and the people, even me sometimes, and my sister, my cousins, I decided to model this character based off the people I know, but to an extreme. You get it? I mean, that's how I...
Any other questions, audience? Yeah.
I know all original music, so I'm not going to ask Drew this because I'm sure you love every single one of them. But if you had to pick one, Mike and Chloe and Mom, which one are your favorite songs and maybe why? You got to pick one. Not Drew. No, I'm not going to ask Drew because he wrote every single one. I want to pick one, but if you had to pick one, Mike.
I have to pick one?
Yeah. If you had to pick one, what's your favorite song and why?
Well, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So there's one song in the show that Drew and I wrote together.
And it is actually my favorite song.
So the song...
And we get to sing it.
The song Enough in Act 2 that Fred and Rayon sing together, that start off. We added that song super late in the process.
And it was the only song we actually sat down and wrote together. And I'll definitely always remember that day. And him being he's usually the one that's so on top of everything. And he's like, is this gonna be good? And he's like, yeah, it's incredible. And that's why it's no pressure. Yeah. No pressure on us.
I have to
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to say, I really love A Time and a Place.
Yeah.
That was just so beautiful to me. I really love singing it, and I love everybody involved. So when I get to come and sit in the front and sing that last line, it's just like, I just really appreciate all the work that everybody put in.
I've seen the show a bunch of times, and a lot of people have asked, and I didn't know the answer to this. Did you figure out the ending first and then write the show backwards, or did the last scene, was that a you knew where it was going, or?
Yeah. So I knew where the show was going from the beginning. I kind of wrote the ending first, but the last scene of the show we had edited it so many times, and because Amanda actually is a social worker, she sat with me and we went through some edits together. Yes, but I did know that the kids never existed.
That's so
Well, so if you don't know this about me, I am a teacher. So a lot of interactions that I have, and a lot of these guys are my students, which is amazing. And now I'm going to say something bad. So but I would watch interactions that they would have with their friends in the halls, just watching them walk in the hallway on their Chromebooks or on their phones, not talking to each other, conversations, or just interactions with their families when they would come to see a show and they were texting. Just interactions that I saw and witnessed on a daily basis.
Yeah, and it's Penn Station, New York. They walk in front of traffic, looking at their. So it's very timely, and I think you speak to a lot of people.
Comment, though not necessarily a question, in breaking a little tradition here, we want to give some gifts out. Whoever wants to head out, you're more than welcome to. So this might take a little bit.
Right. I mean, this is our last performance, and I think, especially being so close with the creators of this story, they really created such an opportunity for all of us that we just never could imagine would be given. I think that usually we try and wait to do this, but and again, if you are not related to anyone in this cast and you just came to see it, which is awesome, you could leave if you want to, but we want to give these gifts to these guys because they deserve it.
So I'm going to take over for a second because there are, Mike and Drew obviously deserve a ton of credit, but there are a lot of people that helped put this together backstage and things with programs and tickets especially. And so Papa Haber, could you please come up here? For us, and we appreciate everything that he did. We also had 3 wonderful ladies backstage helping us. Tasha, Ashley, Allegra, please come Now, leading those 3 ladies backstage was a stage manager who I have never seen a stage manager do hair, move sets, sing.
Into the microphone. Into the microphone.
Stacey does everything for us. And we family for so long, and she usually does all the props for all the shows, but because she was on stage with us, she still did the props and did a lot of the things, but we just want to make sure the choreography in this show was ridiculous, and all of the credit goes to Miss Me. You have to know how much we all love you and how honored we are to be a part of this story and telling this for you, with you, and we love you all so much. And these are just little things from just little.
I just think, and I hope you guys love this show and love these kids, because Mike and Drew, they wrote this show a while ago, and it started with the two of them and like three of us in my apartment reading this show. And that's how it started. And we were like, it could happen, it might not. And here we are a year later. Drew doesn't know how to read or write music. Mike has worked, like, they created this from their brains, the creativity, the mind, and these kids are incredible, honestly. I have never worked in a cast before with kids, and I only did the show originally for Mike and Drew, because they are my brother and one of my best friends. So for me to do this, I was like, I probably am not going to enjoy this because I don't like children. But I must say that having this experience and actually getting to know every single one of these, it was such an incredible time, guys. And I am so